How was your weekend?
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Dalton and Caitlin. I am Dalton sitting in front of you today, and behind the camera we have Caitlin. Say hi, Caitlin.
Whoop whoop, hello.
Welcome back to another story time video. And boy, do I have a story for you. So my dad came to visit me for the past 4 days last week, and we've had, it wasn't just me either. It was like everyone kind of had like a week. My dad came to visit me from Ontario, and
Which is great.
It was awesome.
So cute.
We never get a lot of one-on-one time, and it was really exciting, and it was really awesome, and we opened up a whole new level of relationship. The best of friends.
So cute.
We were kind of deciding on what we wanted to do for the 4 days he was here, and this is where my dad and I are very similar, is that we both don't really plan stuff. My mom handles that sort of stuff. Why don't we just rent a car, cross the border, because I don't get to do that a lot. Shot over to Washington and just drove and explored the different towns, and our trip started when we go to Enterprise and rent this car. Infiniti QX60. You'll understand why I remember what the type of car it was. So our first stop was Everett, which was the closest town that we could hit. We hit up the Funko Pop store, and it was incredible. I was like a little kid in a candy shop. But then we kept driving to different little towns. We hit up this town called Renton, and Renton is beautiful. It was like on this little lake. The locals were super nice, and they were directing us to this hotel. We go to this hotel that was overlooking the water, but it was full. And so the other two hotels in this town were also full. We continued to the next town. I don't know why we stopped here. It was just late in the day, and we just ended up there. The south side of Seattle, there's a town called SeaTac.
Sounds great. SeaTac.
We were tired and we were hungry, so yeah.
This is what happens when you don't have a plan. Your mom's gonna be like, see? Should have had a plan. Then this would have happened. Anyway, keep going, sorry.
You know what, Caitlin?
Anyway.
SeaTac, for those of you who live on the West Coast, would know, be like, why the fuck would you stay in SeaTac? And my answer to you for that is, I don't know. We just thought it was a good idea at the time. And for those of you on the East Coast, SeaTac is like the airport district of Seattle. So it's just a bunch of like cheap hotels and cheap restaurants. All the restaurants were full that we wanted to go to, all the new ones that we wanted to try. So the only thing available was Denny's. So we went to Denny's. Great. So we stayed in this pretty shitty hotel, ate Denny's, and went to bed. So we were kind of like, okay, we're discouraged from the traffic, and we're discouraged from the airport town, and we're discouraged from Denny's and the shitty hotel. Let's maybe for the next day back up through, let's plan everything. So I'm on my laptop in the hotel planning everything out. My dad really likes antiques. So I found this really small town called Snohomish. Snohomish. And he kept calling it Squamish, which is kind of funny. Cute little antique town, which was like a big strip of stores, and they had an antique mall, which my dad loves.
Favorite thing.
Plan of attack. We woke up in the morning at 5 a.m. because that's when the locals said that it would be clear to drive through. We drive through Seattle, make it through in a breeze. It was easy, it was nice, it was awesome. We're on the north side of Seattle now. We go to Snohomish, and it's about 7 a.m. Stores don't open until around like 9, I think it was. So we had 2 hours to kill. The street was empty. My dad's vibrating because he's so excited. So I suggest let's go to Target. Target boutique.
Love Target.
And get the American snacks. Thank you.
And this is where everything goes downhill.
We come back, and the first place my dad wanted to hit up was the mall. He said, let's get the mall done and over with, and then we'll just do this strip, and then we'll kind of make our way back. And we park in, it's about, I'm not sure, I think maybe it opened at 10, and we're sitting in the parking lot at like 9:55. 10 o'clock hits, my dad says,
all right, I'm going in. Are you coming in now?
And I said, no, I'm gonna just kind of be on my phone for a bit. I will be in like 5 minutes. Gives me the key, says,
walk up when you're done.
And I'm like, okay, sounds great. It was a really cold morning, so my dad offered me his big baggy hoodie.
How nice.
Keep that in mind.
That sounds really lovely.
It sounds very nice.
Why do you sound condescending?
Just want everyone to know that he offered me this at the beginning.
That's a great dad. 10 out of 10 dad.
10 out of 10 dad. So I throw on this hoodie that's super baggy on me, super comfy. I leave the car, the Infiniti. I lock it up, throw the keys in my front pouch pocket, and I head into the antique mall. It's huge. So I'm like trying to find my dad on the first floor. I found him. We're doing this walkthrough. There's so much shit. I was kind of scared because I'm like, oh God, we're gonna be hours in this place. But we finished the first floor. My dad says to me,
Dalton, I'm going upstairs to the second floor.
And I said, great. I have to use the bathroom. So I'm gonna use the bathroom and then meet you up on the second floor. So, the bathroom. Enter the bathroom. Interior, bathroom, day. The scene is set. I go in, I use the toilet, do my business. It was a number 1, by the way, in case you were wondering. I'm being a gentleman, so I lift up the seat, I pee, I zip up my pants. As I flush, I don't know if there's any specific like rules of what order you do everything or you do everything all at once. I do everything all at once. As I lean over to put the seat down and flush the toilet, I start to sit back up in a standing postural position and all I hear is clunk, clunk, clunk. My heart sank. It was so fast that I didn't know what it was. I look down the toilet, and as the toilet is flushing, all I see is black go right in. I said, oh no. Oh no. Please. I'm kind of like patting myself. I kind of forget, like, hey, I got my phone, I got my wallet. Then I'm like, oh no. The keys.
The keys.
And I just need to clarify that it was so fast that like I didn't know it was the keys at first. Like if the keys would have went in and it would have taken this time to go down, I would have seen it was the keys, but it was like whoosh, right all the way down. I wanted to cry. I ran out of the bathroom. I find my dad on the 2nd floor and I say, Dad, I need to ask you something.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. I really need to ask you something. Do you have the keys?
No.
Dad? This is serious. There's no joking around. Do you have the keys? And then he just said no. And I said, Dad, I had flushed the keys down the toilet.
Down the toilet. This is so funny because I wasn't there.
Yeah, I know. I was starting to sweat. I was hyperventilating. I'm like, okay, I'm freaking out. And Dad's like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, no, I'm not kidding you. I flushed the keys down the toilet. Oh, what happened next? I don't even know what happened next.
All your shit's in the car.
Oh yes, all my shit was locked in the car, our passports and everything. That's what Dad was freaking out about. But like, I knew that we could probably just hire someone to like unlock the car, so that the shit wasn't my problem. It was more of the keys were flushed down the toilet. Sorry, not only did I wash one down, but I washed both of them down. My dad is a jack of all trades. He's a really do-it-yourself kind of man.
Perfect DIYer.
Yeah. So luckily the employees and the owner of like this mall was like super nice and let him kind of do his thing and disassemble this toilet. I literally walk in, he's like on his side, like just unscrewing everything.
That's so nice of him.
I know. If it was just me, just turn into an American citizen and live the rest of my days in America because I wouldn't be able to get out. So, Dad's taking part of the toilet. I'm talking to like five or six different roadside assistant people, and I think they all just didn't, like, they've never dealt with the situation before, so they just kept passing me on to someone new. So I eventually just gave up. Oh, next step is we towed the Infinity to the closest enterprise dealer in Snohomish. People were super nice. The first thing the girl commented on the front desk was my Canadian accent, my A's and my oots and a boots, but I don't think I was.
We don't say that. Oh, we were just ootin' a boot, dropping keys down the toilet.
Our cheapest route to fix the situation, we had to replace the keys. So we did a 40-minute tow truck ride.
Oof.
To an Infinity dealer. The guy only had one key available, and it cost $600. American. $600.
You know what? That's how you guys grow together more, through fighting and fear and gariness.
True. Moral of the story, don't wash your keys down the toilet.
Or don't put them in the hoodie pocket.
Don't let your dad.
Oh my god, he was being nice!
Don't let your dad.
He said it was cold and freezing.
Don't let your dad lend you a hoodie.
Wow.
You know what? I don't even feel bad. Let me tell you why. I get a text this morning from my mother saying, oh, guess what? We won the money back. I just won $1,500 at the casino.
Of course she did.
They have a gambling addiction, and this is my plea for an intervention. So, you know what?
Great.
I don't feel bad.
Happy ending.
Happy ending. We all win.
We all win.
Don't go to SeaTac. It's a scary place. America.
Scary place.
Scary place. You know what? We were saying to each other, this has opened up a whole new bonding experience.
It has.
I told my dad, there is nobody else in my life I would have rather spent the shittiest 2 days ever with.
Aw, that's so sweet. What about me?
I would love to see what you would have been like in the situation.
I just give up. I just sit down.
I think you'd just give up. I think you'd actually still be there right now.
American citizen, like you said.
All right, this wraps up my story, and if you have any horror stories that match up to this one or are even better than this one, tell me in the comments. I love to make myself feel better, you know? Well, thank you for watching, and we put up videos every Thursday, sometimes Friday, Saturday if we're lazy. Like it, subscribe to us. What am I missing?
Like, subscribe, comment. You did it all. You hit it!
I hit it! Goodbye!